I don't know whether to say goodbye or perform surgery on this parkside sand. Yes, a delta sand, shapy type thing. Anyway, it's actually a not bad little sand, except, as you can see, Houston, we have a problem. Yes, it's floppy. Now, I could buy a sheet of this stuff and cut it and, and fit it on there. But it costs us just as much to buy a sheet of that. This Becky Velcro. That does to buy another sander, because these sanders are only like 20 quid. So you think yourself, quite, what's the point? So, what I'm going to do what I've done before. Yes. I'm going to remove the sole. Yes. Yes, I'm removing the sole. First, you've got to find the sole first. Yes, Donny. Let's remove the sole. Alright. And we are going to do a bodge. Now, I've done this bodge before, only once before, and it was a success. So I'm going to do it again. Will it be a success this time? Who knows? Who knows? You know? It might be. It might not. But it did work last time. Now, I don't bother with dust extraction and stuff like that on sanders like this. I usually use my air sanders anyway, but, you can put holes in this. Put holes in it if you want. Now, it should come off. So, this little... Oh, yeah, it's come off to make it a bit easier to work. So, okay. Oh, it's a bit dusty in there, isn't it? I think I might have been sanding plaster with it in the corners and stuff. So let's grab a brush, which I did have one in here somewhere. In fact, there's one here. There you go. Alright, I'm not going to try and glue it down again because, unfortunately, it isn't just that. It's actually, it's got hot on there and it's like melted it down, so it's not, they're not, the hooks on the hook and eye aren't sticking up, only on these edges, which is no good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip that off completely. Oh, it was like therapy, that was, yeah, therapy. And I don't know if you can see it, but it is actually really quite bad. It's got a bit warm in the middle, like friction or whatever, yeah. But we're going to use this, alright? You're just going to use this stuff. Now, it is double-sided, but I'm not going to use the glue. I wish I had some plain stuff here. It would have been better, but I haven't. But for the purpose of this video, if it don't work, I'll try again later. I'll use something else. But what I'm going to use is like track monkeys, contact adhesive. Now, this stuff's a bit messy, but it is the stuff to use. It works. Now, I had a board here somewhere. Where's my board gone? Why does that happen? I definitely had a board, and it wasn't here at one point, and now it's gone. Oh, there it is. Because I don't want to mess up my what's it? I don't. So what we're going to do is, we're going to basically glue them on there. And I'll go straight over the top of the holes, starting on the middle, and then go 1, 2 either side of that. So there we go. All right, I'm not using the self-adhesive stuff. There's no point. Okay, that's going to go on there. So, well, I've got stuff one in. So it'll be that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. So what we're going to have to do is, you see, we're going to have to cut these off. Scissors here. One like that, one like that. Just like that. I'll trim it properly once it's on. Right, I mean another one on there. Can I get away with 4 or not? Probably not. Be my luck, wouldn't it? Just a sliver. Like so. Will that go on there? That might get used there. And then we've got this one on, go on there. Like so. So what I'm going to do is, there's actually like a sewing strip down the edge of each of these pieces of Velcro. I will be probably, I don't know, we'll have to get rid of it or not. Maybe not, I don't know. Right, so what we're going to do is, because what you have to do with contact adhesive, you can't just, slap it on and clamp it together. You can give it a go and you can try if you want. But what you have to do is you have to do both surfaces. So I'm going to start with this surface first. I'm going to clean that first as well. This is just a brake cleaner. Alright? Basic alcohol that evaporate off. And while that's evaporating, I'm going to open the glue. Open the glue! Yeah, still, I think it's still okay. We need a spatula. One type or another. I've got some in there. Somewhere. There. Actually, it is. No, that isn't it. That's not it. There was one in there. That always happens, doesn't it? When you want something. I've got some little spatulas, you see. Some little plastic spatulas. There is one here somewhere. If not, I'll just use a piece of plastic. You could do that. La 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 la. La la la. La 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 la. Right, no, I haven't. So all I have to use is something else. Piece of card, maybe? That might work. Bum, 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 bum. Right, so that's dry now. So what I want to do is apply some of this glue. I don't get overzealous with it. This is going to be too flimsy. That's it. What have we done? Oh, it's in there. It's in there. It's in. There you go. Ah, that's what I wanted. Spatula. Yeah, still good order. Now this one is by Eureka Glues. It's a solvent-based contact adhesive. The sort of thing you'd use if you want to do a bit of glue sniffing, if you know what I mean. Not my cup of tea. No, it gives you really bad acne apparently. So I'm just going to spread some of that. I don't want to put too much on at a time. Well, I need to get it on quick enough to actually get it spread, don't I? So there you go. I don't care if it's going in the holes. Now, I'll tell you a story about this. I nearly fell into a river. I was on my boat, which I don't have anymore. It was a long time ago, and I was doing all the carpet lining and some soft upholstery, and I was using Evo stick in little small cabins. I was so hot, I got out, nearly threw up and fell into the river. That wasn't a great idea. No, it was dark as well. Couldn't see a thing. Could have killed myself, really. There you go. So it's supposed to use a well-ventilated room. I've got my doors open at the moment, so it's fairly ventilated. Alright, that'll probably do that. Give it a quick, like, flat spread, because what makes shit flat spread. That's better. Right, now that'll be going off, alright? That's going to be the solvents will evaporate and the adhesive will go off to some degree. That was the longest one. So that one. That was there. That was that one. That's that one. Alright. Now I'm going to apply adhesive to these as well because the adhesive that's on there, I'll leave it on there, but I don't think it's going to be good enough. I'm going to apply. Now, if I had any common sense, I wouldn't be randomly making a video. Alright, what I'd do is I'd actually go get the right stuff. Just some ordinary cheap ass Velcro, flat Velcro. You can buy it in sheet form or you can buy wide rolls of it. So I'm going to let that go off over there. But I didn't. Because it's a bad idea. I know I'm going to... I ain't to the back and off yet. Oh, you idiot. And stamp it on the paper. Oh, blimey. But I have done this before, a long time ago, and what gave me the idea is that I've still got the sander. I was going to have a bit of a tidy up, and although I hadn't used it for a while, the sander, which I've done before, that's one of them dual action sanders, and that's still going. Little Bosch pegs. Is it a Bosch? I think it's a Bosch. It might not be, but it doesn't really matter. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab another one of these and use that one. There's too much glue on there. I'm going to stick to my fingers. It's messy. It is so messy. I'm going to dupe those two together and steal the adhesive off one, put onto the other. Wiggle that about. Does that work? Sort of. I'll put that over there. Oh my god, stay with me. You could put gloves on, I suppose. Do you know I've got a box of gloves over there? That would have been a good idea. Alright, let's let that do its thing. That one, there's one over here as well. Oh my god, I'm sticking all over the place, I am. There's one on the floor. Is there one on the floor? One on the floor. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's 5 little bits, weren't there? Total. Yeah. Oh, don't put it on that side. It's sticking to me. Oh, blimey. This doesn't look very professional, does it? No. Normally when I use this stuff, I use it for Formica. That's easy because you use a nice big flat spreader, but this is like that stuff that keeps moving on you. Right, let's just pull that out off there and move that one over there. Let that dry. It's sticking to my fingers. It's sticking to my fingers. It's sticking to my toes. Oh, blimey. That's sticking to that one. Oh, I can't win. Oh, there, it's off. Oh my god, there, I just stuck it back on again. Oh, crikey, I'm a rat. Look, if it isn't very useful to you, at least it's funny. Alright? Did I have another one of those little bits on the floor? Did I drop one on the floor a minute ago? I thought that's more than 4. I thought it was 5. I might be wrong. That's not one. That's not one. That's empty. Finished. Maybe it is only 4. Unless I can find another one somewhere, but we'll leave it at that for the moment. And then I'll... Crikey, everything I'm touching is sticky. The dogs are through behind me in my other little room. The Caroline's in England at the moment, so it's like I'm here alone. Yeah. Oh, what's that one stuck on there? I'm here on my own at the moment with the dogs, and they want to be with you all the while. It's quite bothering. They are lovely though. I do love my dogs, but crikey. So that one, I better go on that one there. That's not. Is it ready yet? Okay. Oh, it's very. Yes. Now you don't get many chances, all right? Now, if you're doing that Formica, you have like little what you call stickers, and you put them underneath, like little bits of wood, and you can pull them out and drop the Formica onto your subject. I can't stop but stick to stuff. Oh my giddy aunt, I'm sticking to everything. Even stickers it's fun though. Evis, this is a contact adhesive by Eureka Glues. This one is, but it's fun because you kind of get to pick your fingers for ages afterwards. You know, getting all the glue off. That is quite fun. It's like therapy. Right, that's gonna go on there like so. Hang on, that don't feel right. That's not. Oof. That's gonna have to go through along there like so. That's it. Blimey, this is sticky. There is going to be another one somewhere. I'll just cut another one. And then I'm going to put that on there like so. You don't want it to overlap each other. It's got to butt up. Yeah? And don't worry if you're making a bit of a mess like I am. Because it's tough tea. Is that one right length? No, there's another one somewhere. I'm going to have to cut and glue. Alright, what's going on with this one? Oh, I see. Oh, crikey. Oh, crikey. Got to be careful I don't put glue on the things I don't want to put glue on. Coating all over that. Yep. Let's just put that there to dry. I think I've been putting these on a bit early because they usually just grabs, and then you can't move it. But I've put them on a bit on the early side. But never mind. Never mind. Oh, yuck. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh dear. Blimey. Oh, my throat is so sore. I'm not very well at the moment. That's why I'm doing stupid stuff. Oh, it's dirty there. Shall I help it with the heat gun? This little heat gun here, that'll do. Get it speed out a bit. A bit of warmth on it. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, crikey. La 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 la. There we are. That is nearly. Ideally, I'd have had one without any. Oh, I'm making a mess. And that one's going to go on to the. Go on there, Mr. Magoo. Oh my god, that's grabbed. That one grabbed. Get on there. Right, so. Yeah, my giddy aunt. I need some weight on there, and I've got a battery. Or even something better than that, I have got an anvil. Yeah, I'm just going to get me anvil. Oh. It's not a huge anvil, but it's 5 kilos. Little 5 kilo anvil, plus I've got that on it. Probably another kilo, that's probably 6 kilos. Put the lid back on there. Make sure you put your lid on properly. It's a good idea to have smaller tins. So as it goes down in the levels, stick it in another tin or a jar. So you haven't got no air in it. Otherwise just get stiffer and stiffer, I'll just congeal inside it. Now I'm a bit worried because there's a self-adhesive Velcro, which isn't ideal because you got the glue on there and you don't know how good that glue is. So I've kind of either stick to the glue. It seems to be sticking to it. Stick to my finger. Oh, what a rabble. Oh, life is too short to worry about every little thing. And it is. Oh, that's doing the job. And when I'm happy that it's all gone off properly, I'll start cutting them off. Start trimming it. Oh, everything's sticking to me. Don't like it. Make sure it's. Thing about contact adhesive, if you wait until it's just touch dry and then slap them together, I basically did it too soon. But there's more. So that's too wet. That is. If you look at that, it's too wet. But if you get so it's just touch dry, you feel the tack, but it's not like sticking to your fingers. And put them together. That's it. They just stick. Pushing down tight to my board. I'm not trying to drag the Velcro. Of course. You're burning my hands. Do you know what I should have done? I should have brought a fresh piece of paper in there so I can show you that it does work. Ideally, you want to leave it as long as you put, a few hours really, before you start sticking paper on it, because you're going to try and pull, as you remove the paper, you're going to try and pull off the Velcro, which you don't want to do. This isn't really ready yet. No, it definitely isn't ready yet. I'll have to show you how to create like a carpet pattern. When you do like it's like like you're scribing a piece of wood, but effectively what you're doing is you scribe your carpet. So use a piece of wood like this, you put it in the middle of the room, a bit bigger than that obviously, and you have a stick with a point on the end, and effectively point it into every point you want to mark on your carpet, then draw a line neatly around that piece of wood. Then you do another one around that piece of wood, do another one, and you're around that piece of wood. And then what you can do is you can then join all your little marks together on the carpet itself or vinyl, and then cut it a little bit bigger than what your marks are, and that makes it a lot easier to trim it in place because you only have a little bit of overhang. Works really well. You used to do that a lot on the old boats, you see, because obviously all funny shapes on the boats. So effectively, we've got our little do there. Now I have got some holes I have to contemplate where the screws are. Because at the moment you can't see the screw holes. I know where they are, but how am I going to get rid of them? There's no point trying to God, there's glue on my fingers. It's no good trying to drill through them because you'll just end up causing a problem. I'll literally just twist around the drill bit or something stupid like that. But what I'm going to use is something hot. So you could heat up a nail or something similar to melt a little hole. But I'm just going to use my pyrography iron, which is just there. But yeah, like wood burning iron. I'm not worrying about the holes for the dust extraction. I'm glad to get rid of them. It's not one of them kind of tools, is it? Really, it's the dust extraction on some of these things ain't very good. Where is it? I need the iron. However, it is. This is gonna get really hot, and I've got to sort of work out where the screw holes are. There's one there, one there, one there, one there, and one there. So an easy way to do it is to find something sharp and pointy. Sharp and pointy. That'll probably do it. So what you do, you can point it in there like that, and you can see exactly where it is. You can feel it with your finger. There. Alright, now I know where I've got to do it. I can see it now. So let's heat that up. Oh, I did see it. That's there. There's. Now I can easily or very carefully melt around the hole like so. Where the screw holes are. Yeah. Right. Yeah, that's one. And then there's people there with camera. You get a close up of me fucking sticking stuff. Where are we? I swear I just did, didn't I? Naughty me. Alright, there you go. Ding! Right, let's put that under there like that. So what we're doing is I'm literally finding me a little hole. I've done that one. So do these two next. So I'm going to push it through my finger so I can feel it. And create a little indentation. I've literally created a little hole actually in this case. And then I can now melt it. Over that. Sort of follow it where there's space. There you are. Ooh, I feel that one. That's 4 holes made. Need to do 2 more. Yeah, 2 more. You can do this for all your dust extract holes ports if you want. If you intend to use it, but I'd rather not. They blows dust up everywhere. That's the only thing you see. So let's see whether or not we can screw that back onto the sander. For which I should get a little bit of brush out or an air. I don't do the airline in there because it's just too much. Go everywhere. Let me just brushing it out there, get that dust out of that before I put it back on. Like I say, it's only a cheap sander. I'm not. If it doesn't work, well then I'll just have to get another one. But there we go. I don't really need. I'll use my air sanders. This is quite enough. It's been sitting about for a while, not used because of the crikey. I ain't got a Hoover in there, have I? Oh, I've got that Hoover. I've got a VTech. That'll do. Right. That'll do. Now I should be able to screw that back onto there. Now I don't even. My bench here, what I'm on, I've got this big board with the carpet on the top. It's basically a big carpet tile. And it's really quite handy because the carpet tile obviously, well, it's a welcome mat. This is just like a doormat, a wide one, about 600. But the actual board, this big board here, it's got this, not this one, but the other one's got a trough all the way around, so the screws don't fall off. It would be really annoying because I'd be hunting around the floor, wouldn't I? Let's put them in there. There. I can't use it yet, so I can't demonstrate it. I'll do that in another video because it needs more time to set. And what I'm gonna do is put a piece of paper on it, and then I'm gonna actually just sit it with some weight on it, or even might even put it in the vise. Could even do that, and just leave it overnight, just to make sure of it. And if it don't work, I'll have to get some Velcro that isn't sticky backed, because that isn't ideal. Oh, need one more screw. What have I done with the last screw? Anyone? Oh, see, I found it. I managed to push it off. There you go. Right, so what I'm going to do is now I'll clean all this glue off here as well. I'll use the powder just to stop it from being sticky. Then I'm going to grab a little bit of sandpaper, a sheet bit of sandpaper I've got here. I'm using this bit because it hasn't got too much loop on it, so it won't be overly strong. Like that. And then I can put a bit of weight on top of there and just leave it for a few hours. And it should. It's probably right now actually to use. But let's have a look. Is that the lead? I'm dropping everything on the floor. Who's gonna have a problem? There. It's not dry yet. Yeah, it's not quite. I should have actually left it longer. So I'll leave that on there for the moment. Like that. It's not gonna probably not gonna lift in the middle part. It's more like lift around these edges, isn't it? It's gonna lift. Yeah, it needs to be left longer. So I'll leave it on there. We're back. Right, so what weight can I put on there and it'll fall off? Or I might, so I could put it in a clamp or in the vise. I'd rather put a weight on it, really. It's got its own weight. Right, okay, well then, that's one way you can bodge it. It does work. I don't know how long for. My other one's still working, but what you really want is one that doesn't have the self-adhesive. It just needs to be plain Velcro. That self-adhesive Velcro is getting in the way of the glue, because effectively you're relying on the self-adhesive, aren't you? Instead of the actual contact adhesive that you're applying. I'm going to go in now and I'm going to have a lovely time picking the glue off my fingers, rolling it around in little balls like bogies. Like therapy. Crikey, it's all sticky and gooey. I better not touch anything. Good job the missus in there. Anyway, toodaloo, please beat the old like button.